Hello, my name's Ximena, and today we're in room 5, and I'm going to talk to you about something that annoys me a little bit. The tube. What's the tube? Well, it's the metro in London. I'm from London. That's how you have to speak when you're in London. I'm from London. And we speak with a very difficult accent. We don't pronounce our R's. R, 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 W, art. We swallow it all. London has a lot of good points and a lot of bad points, especially when you've been in Madrid using the tube. You go back home and you see this medieval system which doesn't even function most of the time in 80% of the lines. Basically, you get on the tube in London, the metro. The tube, if you're lucky. Usually, you have to wait for at least 6 to go by because the platforms are this big and then they're filled with this many people. So usually the queues go all the way up the escalators. Finally, you've elbowed your way on. For some reason, London tubes have the most special smell in the world. It's a combination of sweat, dirt, wet, grime. It's incredible. And people's food, people's curry that they brought on the train. It's quite unbelievable. You will not get a seat unless you've literally stabbed someone for it, unfortunately. Or people are still good if you're pregnant. But you have to literally have a sign saying, I'm pregnant or look old. And maybe you'll be lucky. But generally, it's a battle. Then you get off the other side. The escalators, they don't work. There aren't any, like in Covent Garden, there are, I think, 360 steps or something ridiculous that you can choose to walk up or wait for the lift. The lift, which takes at least 23 minutes to go up that amount of stairs. The tube is very deep. That's the problem. And for that reason, the escalators don't work. The stairs are filled with grumpy people. If you don't walk, I remember once, I was walking up the stairs, literally as fast as the person in front would allow me, reading my newspaper at the same time. I'm a multitasker. The man behind me, as I got up to the top, went, next time don't read your newspaper. I was like, I'm walking, I can. People are very grumpy. Basically, it's like people's mentality changes when on the tube. They become monsters, everybody. I'm guilty of it. The elbows, the bags, the faces, the pushing to get on the carriage like, excuse me, can you move down please? It's a nightmare. Then you've got the grumpy tube people in control of the doors who like to play a game of snap the people's arms off because there's not enough space, so they keep bam, 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 bam. And then there's the announcement that ruins everyone's day. Why they say it, I have no idea. In Spain, they never do this. In any other country, they never do this. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There's a person under the train in Earl's Court, so you were under the train. They tell you every time, and it seems to be every day. There's someone under a train. I don't know if it's an excuse, but it's very, very surreal. You're on your way to work, you don't want to think about anything, and you hear that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really strongly advise you to either avoid the tube completely, don't avoid London completely, but walk. It's a lot nicer. Or get a bike. One extra piece of advice as well that I always forget after being in Madrid, the Oyster cards, this new system to steal money from you, basically. You top up, you beep in. If you don't beep out at the other side, they take £4 off you. £4! So basically, it's uneconomical as well, on top of everything. And you end up covered in different people's lunches and stains and smelling generally horrific. So, you know, I've not got anything against the tube. I have something against the tube. London, sort your tube out, please. So that's my rant. I'm sorry, but I needed to get it off my chest. I feel much better now, thank you. Maybe I'm even ready to go to London. Brilliant. I'll see you next time on room 5.